Hi everyone, welcome to Midwest Midas Mining. I'm Matt, and today we're prospecting for gold on a creek in central Iowa. Now I like to call this creek Bedrock Creek because I've found lots of exposed bedrock here. Found good gold here too. Actually, I'm just about maybe 80 to 100 yards downstream from my last video where Ty, Jeff, and I all did very well. And I came downstream. I haven't explored this whole creek yet, so I'm curious to see what else it holds. Let me show you what I got going here. So there's a inside bend there, and the water comes here, and there's a huge boulder field here, and I can see exposed bedrock there. So I'm thinking that there's bedrock under all of this boulder field. Now, getting down to that bedrock today might be difficult, but I'm gonna poke around, see what I can find. It's actually a beautiful December day here. It's like 40 degrees right now. Sun is shining, so let's go get some gold. So I did my first pan for the day, and I took it from right here, and that's, as you can see, this is the very front of this huge rock bar. And let me show you what I got. That's a seriously nice flake. Man, I'm excited to see what the rest of this holds. Let me show you how the next pan looks. Yes. So here in this spot, I don't know for sure if I'm hitting frozen ground, other rocks, or bedrock, but I'm going to be doing a combination of shoveling and hand dredging to get this cleared out. This is the spot where I found that really nice flake to start with, and I'm gonna explore here some more. Well, that pan only had a couple of little fly poops. I'm gonna keep poking around in the same area, maybe move some of the bigger rocks around. I'd sure like to find more flakes like that first one. Well, third pan, and I did it again. Let me show you. Man, this is awesome. Look at this guy right. Well, after I found those two big flakes in the first three pans, things have gone pretty dry. I've done 4 more pans in the same area. Only found a few pieces of fly poop. I'm gonna check around in some other spots. If I find something good, we'll come back to it. Well, this creek appears to be all or nothing. I found those 2 big flakes in the first 3 pans. And I've probably done a dozen pans since then. Just found a few pieces of fly poop. Been checking all over. Part of the issue I'm running into here is this area is almost all just big rocks. There's not a good way to dig up the gravel, and I can use my hand dredge, you know, but that only gets you down so far, and then you've got the big rocks again. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep looking around here and hopefully I find some flakes again. So I rambled on downstream a little ways, and I came across this. This is pretty cool. Let me turn you around. You don't typically see this in your creeks in central Iowa, but obviously that's all bedrock and it's getting chewed away, eaten off underneath there. I can only imagine what kind of gold lies in the pool underneath there. It looks like that's about 4 or 5 feet deep. A little too cold for diving today. Maybe that's something we'll check on next summer. Anyway, I'm gonna look around here for some bedrock to crack maybe, or somewhere to dig. So what I've done here is I've decided to dig in the high bench material. Now all that high bench means is you're digging in an area where the water used to run but no longer runs. All right, so for example, this area right here used to be the bottom of the creek. Now, obviously, that's the bottom of the creek, and the water runs mostly down here. You know, it might come up here during the really high points, but I would say technically this is a high bench, not super high, but you don't get super high benches in Iowa generally. So I dug a little bit off, we'll call it a shelf, a little bit off this shelf, and found 3 pieces. So that's not too bad. I might try a pan in a little bit closer to here and see how that looks. Well, I'm just all over the place today. I started out at that nice rock bar, found those really 2 big flakes. Then things started to go south, so I ventured downstream, found that cool little waterfall. Now I've come upstream and I'm at the spot where Ty and Jeff and I were working here. That right there is the area where I was cracking the bedrock, and I think I want to move a little closer to the center of the stream and do a little more bedrock. I was hoping the first place, man, after finding those 2 flakes, I thought I was really onto something, but I sure did a lot of pans there with nothing. So hopefully I can get a decent pan to show you guys out of the bedrock here. And this bedrock does not disappoint. Let me show you. There's a little triangular section of bedrock that I dug out here with those tools, that I suctioned out with that tool, and here's what I found. If you're finding this video at all educational or entertaining, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Well, it's been a very enjoyable day out here. Did lots of exploring on this creek. Found 2 really nice flakes. Other than that, didn't find much gold. That's the way it goes in your prospecting. I still enjoyed being out here. Thank you for joining me on this adventure, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.